Hello, I'm Rok and I visited beautiful Croatian island of Hvar. It is the sunniest island in Europe and one of the most luxurious beach destinations. If you're interested in how expensive is Hvar, you will find out in this video. To better understand prices, I will first explain Hvar's position and its economy. Then we will look at accommodation prices. Next, we will look at transport costs. Then I will cover admissions. Next, I will talk about prices of food and drinks. And in the end, we will place Hvar on my expensive scale from 1 to 10. Hvar Island is part of amazing Croatian coastline. GDP per capita is placed in Croatian economy on 55th place in the world, and Hvar Island is among Croatia's most premium tourist destinations. Hvar Island has a population of about 11,000 people, but it has a long tradition of organized tourism lasting more than 150 years. Hvar Island attracts more than 300,000 tourists a year that create more than 1.5 million bed nights. Hvar also attracts a lot of boats, as the port of Hvar town gets busy with about 2,000 boats at the peak of the season. Besides crystal clear Adriatic Sea, beautiful beaches and pristine nature, Hvar also attracts visitors with its amazing cultural heritage and with number of UNESCO heritage sites. According to different rankings and competitions, Hvar is often chosen as the best holiday destination or the best island and is often among top 10 summer tourist destinations. All that makes Hvar one of the most attractive and premium summer holiday destinations. Croatia is a member of European Union, but it is not a member of Eurozone and is still using their own currency called Croatian kuna. That is why it's good to know that for €1 you get around 7.5 kuna, and for $1 you get around 6.6 kuna. Hvar Island offers many accommodation options. There are big and small hotels, family-run places that offer rooms, apartments and B&Bs, youth hostels and 12 camping grounds. Prices of accommodation vary depending on the season, and every place has a different pricing system. Camping places usually have 3 pricing seasons, while other accommodation facilities have 4 or even 5 pricing seasons, and every place defines them a little bit different. In general, low season is the most affordable and lasts till the end of May. Middle season is usually in June, high season usually starts with July and lasts till mid-September, and post-season or off-season starts from 15th of September. Every place has different ratings, and for best locations, the difference between high and low season can be more than 100%. But no matter when you decide to visit Hvar, it's a good idea to book well in advance. In the off-season, many places are closed and choices can be limited, while in the high season, all good places are usually fully booked. Now, let's check the actual prices for the most popular time, the high season. The most economic option is camping, that offer places for tents, camper vans and trailers. Prices vary depending on the position of the sites, but in general, good campsite with electricity for 2 people with camper van is around €40, while the site for the tent is around €30 per night. Bed in a youth hostel in a mixed dorm is around €40. Private accommodation remains the most popular form of accommodation on Hvar. The island has a long tradition of its residents hosting tourists in their homes, renting apartments. Currently, there are about 220 families with private accommodation. Decent apartment in proximity of beach will cost you about 100 to 150 euro. There are little less than 20 hotels on Hvar Island and the number is changing every year. Room in a 4-star hotel is between 200 and 440 euro. To reach Hvar Island, you need some sort of transportation since there is no airport. Car ferries run year-round and provide constant connection with the mainland. Prices of ferries are changing depending on the tourist season. Low-season ferry prices are about 20% lower than high-season prices that are valid from 31st of May till 29th of September. Car ferry from Split runs to Starigrad, that is about 15 km or 9.5 miles from Hvar town. Ferry ride takes about 2 hours and costs 47 kuna per person, 78 kuna for motorbike, 318 kuna for a car, and 715 kuna for mid-size camper van. Car ferry ride from Drvenik, that is much closer to Dubrovnik, is much shorter and takes about 35 minutes. It takes you to the eastern tip of the island, that is about 77 km or 48 miles from Hvar town. Ferry ride costs 16 kuna per person, 30 kuna for motorbike, 108 kuna for a car, and 234 kuna for mid-size camper van. Catamaran from Split carries passengers only and runs straight to Hvar town. Catamaran runs from end of April to the end of October. The ride takes only 1 hour and one-way ticket costs 110 kuna. Bicycle is the simplest way to get around Hvar, but the island is hilly, so this might not be the best choice for everyone. Simple bicycle is 100 kuna per day, while electric bikes or mountain bikes are 280 kuna per day. Scooters and quads are very popular way to get around Hvar Island. Scooters will cost from 250 to about 400 kuna a day, depending on the engine size. Quads are renting from 600 to 800 kuna per day. Renting a regular car on Hvar Island will cost you somewhere about 60 euro. If you decide to visit some neighboring islands like Brač and Vis, then you should rent a speedboat. Prices for speedboats are from 115 to 350 euro per day. For short distances, let's say to the nearby Paklinski Islands, you can rent a traditional small fishing boat called pasara. You can rent small boats even if you're inexperienced, as apparently no license is needed for small boats and the renting company will usually give you quick crash course. Prices for these small boats are around 50 to 80 euro. But if you want to avoid renting a boat altogether, you can still reach neighboring islands as there are many excursions and one-day trips available. There is also a taxi boat that runs frequently from Hvar town to the neighboring Paklinski Islands and can be found on the Riva in front of Arsenal building. Return tickets are from 50 to 70 kuna per person, depending on which islands you wish to go to. The best thing about Hvar Island are its amazing beaches and crystal clear Adriatic Sea that come for free. All beaches are public and no one can charge you for entering to any of the beaches. But there are some costs related with beaches. In many places you can rent a sunbed with umbrella and prices vary between 80 to 120 kuna. When wandering around Hvar town, I would advise you to buy a combined ticket in Arsenal building that gives you access to the museum on the ground floor, the oldest theater in Europe on the first floor, and entrance to the Spanish fort above town. Tickets to visit the Arsenal building and the oldest theater costs 50 kunas. But if you want to save a little bit of money, and you also plan to visit the fortress, you can get a combined ticket for 80 kunas. Ticket to see the Spanish fortress costs 50 kunas. Ticket for Franciscan monastery costs 35 kunas. Ticket for famous poet's fortress is 20 kunas. Ticket for visiting Dominican monastery costs 20 kunas. Prices of food and drinks can be expensive on Hvar Island. They vary between different places, and Hvar Town and Paklinski Islands are the most expensive. But throughout the island, expect to be paying about 20 to 30 kuna for nice cold beer and between 10 to 20 kuna for a coffee. Cocktails in beach bars will cost between 50 to 100 kuna, and a reasonable seafood dish costs around 120 to 180 kuna. Pastas and risottos are around 50 to 80 kuna. Hvar has good local wines, and most places offer house wines that are nice and affordable and will cost from 60 to 120 kuna for 1 liter. Nice dinner for two in good restaurant with seafood and wine will be around 500 to 600 kuna. Hvar Island lives with tourism, and it is predominantly a summer holiday destination. That means that summer represents the peak of the season, and from July to September, Hvar is the most expensive. High season has big impact on prices of accommodation, transport and services. But since summer is for majority the best time to visit Hvar, I will consider the highest prices when placing Hvar on my expensive scale from 1 to 10, where 1 means crazy cheap and 10 means crazy expensive. Based on my analysis, I would give Hvar an 8, meaning it is expensive. Accommodation is expensive, getting on the island and around it can be a little bit pricey. Restaurants do offer good and high quality food, but are expensive. On the other hand, the best things about Hvar, like its crystal clear sea and wonderful beaches, come for free. But some of these beaches are remote and require some sort of transportation to reach them. But no matter when you decide to visit Hvar Island, it will be an unforgettable experience, well worth the price. If you like this video, give us thumbs up. Please use comment section below to share with us your experience, your ideas and your tips and tricks about expenses on Hvar Island. And don't forget to hit a subscribe button. This way you will help us create more videos like this one. Thanks for watching and see you next time.